family policy. One family member is chosen as leader of the entire family. Exact family membership is unknown, but intelligence believes that it is less than 100. Children are reared in close-knit family units. The family is socially primitive and scientifically ignorant. History. Little is known. Most members are believed to be the descendants of a survivalist group. Disposition. Primator has decreed their eventual subjugation and assimilation into the genetically controlled work pool once Androxia has assumed ascendancy. Rectification will be necessary. The family is known to believe in the fallacious concept of love and actively promotes belief in a non-existent spirit, source, and sustainer. End of report. OV3 read the last section twice. Such degenerates deserve to be exterminated. Why would Primator deal so mercifully with these biological organisms? The genetics might be useful for menial functions, but otherwise they were hopeless. He stared at the monitor. The information on the family as a whole, like that on Blade, was singularly sparse. He decided to punch up the report on the home, and promptly did so. Subject: the home. The home is a 30-acre walled compound in northwestern Minnesota, near Lake Bronson State Park. Exact date of construction is unknown, but it is believed to have been built over 100 years ago, just prior to the outbreak of World War III. The compound is surrounded by 20-foot-high brick walls. An interior moat provides additional protection from potentially hostile forces. Entrance is afforded by a drawbridge situated in the middle of the west wall. The eastern half of the compound is maintained in a natural state or utilized for agricultural purposes. The western half is devoted to socialization. Intelligence has not mapped the interior. The home is defended by 12 to 15, estimates vary, warriors. These warriors are highly trained professionals. They are divided into triads, known triads, alpha, beta, gamma, and omega. There may be more. Known warriors: Blade, Hickock, Geronimo, and Yama. Correlation: see individual warriors. Disposition: Primator has decreed destruction after subjugation of occupants. Prominence rating: 0. End of report. OV3 glanced at AS1. Intelligence has not compiled an adequate file on our target, he stated. AS1, his attention on the 2001 console, nodded. Did you view the data on the home? He asked. Affirmative, OV3 replied. And did you note the prominence rating? AS1 inquired. A 0. Which explains our lack of information, AS1 said. The family is so low on the list they were deemed inconsequential. Intelligence has been concentrating on the primaries, the technics, the Soviets, the civilized zone. I understand that, OV3 commented. I do not understand why we are expending precious fuel to fly to a small, inconsequential outpost merely to retrieve one organism. Primator wants this organism, AS1 mentioned. Did Primator elaborate on his rationale? OV3 asked. No, AS1 responded. I can supply a secondary reason, IM97 chimed in. What is it? Clarissa. OV3 gazed out the canopy of the Kleincraft hoverjet at the stars in the night sky. Most odd, he remarked. What does Clarissa want with this organism? AS1 shook his head. I was not told. Nor was I, IM97 said. But I do know Clarissa petitioned Primator for the organism, and Primator assented. AS1 leaned over the console. Initiate target identification and isolation, he ordered. Engaged, IM97 said, and pressed a white button near his right hand. A small screen, laced with an overlaid grid, hummed and glowed with a diffuse pink light. AS1 studied the digital display above the red light. 10 miles to target, he informed the others. What if this blade resists? OV